Florida Congressman Byron Donalds, who sits on House Oversight. Congressman, now, I don't know. I have a feeling if all of this violence and bloodshed happened during some celebration of, anniversary of the Constitution, people wearing like colonial garb, would hear more about it in the media.
You're absolutely right, Laura. You would hear about it. The reason why this doesn't come up, except on your show and shows like yours, is because the big media does not care about what's going on in our urban cities. They haven't cared for a very long time. The only thing they're concerned about is our people who live in New York, Chicago, L.A., etc. Are they going to vote Democrat? Because as long as they do that, everything will be all well and good. But you have this problem in the inner cities primarily because the radical left has made a decision a long time ago to completely abandon the criminal justice system and to use it as some weird tool of social engineering, and it's not working. Criminality has to be prosecuted. And when you don't do that, when there's no accountability metrics, this is what occurs in too many cities too often in the United States.
Now, the media didn't care about violence, but they did care about pushing warped narratives, Congressman. Watch this.
Voter suppression is happening in a way we haven't seen since Jim Crow. We should seriously take Juneteenth as a time to ask the question, who's missed the memo? Like, who hasn't got it that we're supposed to be a country of equal protection under the law? What policies are not de-establishing justice rather than establishing justice?
Oh, what? Didn't we have more people turning out in the last Georgia election than ever before in U.S. history in a midterm election? Didn't that happen?
No, it absolutely happened. I don't even know what William Barber's talking about. Look, at the end of the day, they'd like to throw these little dog whistles out there to scare black voters. But the truth of the matter is that election laws in the United States, especially in red states, allow everybody to vote. There's no issues there. But more importantly, Democrat progressive policy has hurt black people in our country. You have a situation, I know you talked about the Hunter Biden stuff. That's a flat out joke because this guy did stuff and he got a slap on the wrist. But people in the inner city, they go to jail for a very long time. I mean, he got the charge that you would pick up for a dime bag. It's ridiculous. But you got to have real policy in our cities. And the problem is that progressive policy has continuously failed black people. When you don't take law and order seriously, who suffers? Black Americans in urban corridors. Because I assure you, if one of the gunmen this weekend during the Juneteenth celebration was a white guy against black people, it would be wall-to-wall coverage. But because it's not, nobody covers it, the media doesn't care, and the Democrats don't care.
Well, Congressman, there's some suggestion, I think, that this was all meant to, to throw a wrench in, Donald Trump saying, well, this is all political. With his prosecution, because look, they did hold Hunter Biden accountable. It was misdemeanors, but they did pursue it. So now it's going to try to take that argument away from him. Do you think that's believable?
No, nobody believes that because everybody's looking at what he actually got charged with. I mean, look, $1.2 million in tax evasion and you plead to 2 misdemeanors? Give me a break. That's a flat out joke. Go ask Wesley Snipes and some of the other people who had to serve jail time for tax evasion. And don't even get me started on the gun charge. Kodak Black and other people, they got sent to jail for 2 and 3 years for a similar situation. It looks like he's going to take a walk. This is the 2-tier system of justice in our country, which is disgusting. And what everybody really wants in our country is just apply the law evenly.
Fairness.
Doesn't matter if you're Hunter Biden or if your name is Hillary Clinton. Just be consistent.
Congressman, thanks so much. Great to see you tonight.